Hello everyone, and a very happy new year to one and all. To our lovely subscribers and to each other.
To everyone.
And to the world, yes.
Yeah. not just the subscribers.
We're not
going to exclude everyone else.
I was getting there. You just didn't let me speak.
Although that being said, if you subscribe, then you would be included. So there's that to think about. I'm just saying.
Anyway, Happy New Year from all of us at Disillusion Plays, and we are back once again playing the games and doing the voices for Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc.
Yep.
Last time, it seemed that Makoto was about to meet his maker.
Yes.
As he was sentenced to punishment time.
Or at least he was going to be splattered into strawberry jam.
Yes, he was
and
going
then
to be
get
human
dumped
jam.
and then just get dumped into the garbage.
Yeah, he still got dumped in the garbage, but less human jam.
Yeah,
where
less
our
jam.
favourite AI stepped in to help.
Yops.
And Kyoko comes to his rescue down the garbage chute, and now they are snake-eatering their way out of the garbage dump up a giant ladder.
Snake eater.
Snake eater.
Yeah,
anyway, before we get into it, I'm Sarah.
I'm Pete.
And I'm Taylor.
Yes.
And if you do like what we do, why don't you like, comment, and subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you're notified of our video uploads every Wednesday and Saturday.
Yeah. Or feel free to dislike. I don't know if you noticed that none of our videos have any dislikes on. So, I mean, either way, it'd be fine either way.
But please be nice.
I had no idea we were so far down. Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you.
Oh yeah, maybe in this episode we'll actually get to play.
Not that I can't catch you.
Like
I won't.
It's,
Specifically.
It's Taylor plays Danganronpa
basically,
Trigger Happy Havoc.
Pete plays Taylor voices and Sarah just watches.
Yeah, I just
Sarah
sit here.
Sarah does the funnies.
I don't know about that bit.
Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off.
Yes, distractions.
Face.
I'm not sure why now it has to have the faces, but so Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long? Okay, this is gonna be like since I was 5 years old.
Yeah,
I caught my first murder case.
since I first left the womb.
How long have you been doing detective work?
When I was 5 years old, my parents bought me a writing set and my own notebook.
How long? Ever since I can remember.
Which, fortunately, I can only remember since...
Which was about 10 seconds ago.
Yes.
I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood.
There's
Related to Herlock Sholmes.
There's something really funny about that. Just I come from a long... Like, I am the descendant of many detectives. I don't know why. Just none of them ever wanted to do anything else.
There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty.
Okay.
My family's always seen it that way. My great-grandfather came from Neo San Francisco and went by the last name of Gumshoe.
Hey.
Then, is your family famous? Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Huh? But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So... Because we take pride in it. Pride?
What's that?
A detective is neither light nor shadow.
We are the light in the dark. We are the terror that flaps in the night.
I am Duckwing. Oh, wait, no.
We represent neither justice nor evil.
What?
Do you think the light will defeat the darkness?
That's it.
No,
That's what I was thinking
I think
of.
the darkness will defeat the light.
That's the one.
That's it. Oh, goodness.
That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. Da-da-da, da-da, da-da-da, da-da, da-da-da. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. A conscious effort? It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely right. I like to imagine they're not actually climbing at this point. They're literally just standing at this particular spot on the
Yeah,
ladder.
Well, yeah, because otherwise,
Having this
because the thing is you have to understand that if they were climbing, you'd be like, but it's in our family's creed, and we do what we must
Maybe they're really fit.
to protect you. Oh boy.
But it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride.
Oh, there he is again.
Pride. So that explains. Before I came here, when I was looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family. And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh? In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school.
Well, because otherwise they wouldn't know who the hell she is, I suppose.
I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do.
Kirigiri.
But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, it was because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that. Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Oh.
Whoops.
Okay then, I guess.
I didn't read the room.
Yeah, I guess I misread that situation. Like, oh, shite.
But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about. There's nothing I want to talk to my father. The reason I want to find my father is to kill him. There is something I want to say to him, though, and it starts with the letter F.
It's just like, got you, suckers!
What? No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face.
You're a knob.
What is it? I want to sever all ties with
Oh,
him.
it was that way around. Okay.
Sever? The last time I saw him, I was still very young. So I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented, he had a promising future, but he had no interest in detective work. So he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather, and they had a huge argument. And young as I was, he left me behind.
What a dick.
I'm sure there was a reason for that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him. If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression, but it was probably one of the 5 that I've grown accustomed to seeing over the course of the last year.
5? 5? More like 3.
3, I guess.
It's like,
So I couldn't tell.
it's like Grimace, Grumpy,
Shock.
or Grimace.
Well, there's also Smug.
Ah,
That's
yes.
Smug, yes.
Okay.
Couldn't see how she looked when she said that. What she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative
Dang.
That's true.
and more emotional.
Emotion.
I guess I wasn't letting that come across. I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true. But there's one thing. But what is that one thing that... One thing that I can never forgive. Really? The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing. But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life, and as I said before, detectives are neither light nor shadow. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow. That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past. In order to remove him from my life forever. You know, Kyoko, do you really need to, talk to him about that? I feel like you could just say to your family, hey, I cut things off with him.
Yeah.
It just seems a little impractical. I mean, and now you're, gonna die. You're at risk of dying. I mean, really, there's just... I have some questions about your logic.
I thought you said you were the ultimate detective. Your logic, your reasoning seems to be a bit weird.
I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family, to just cut him out like that. Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? I mean, it would be difficult if we were connected by heart because we'd probably have to be close together or they'd rip apart.
That's a weird,
visual.
That's a weird mental image.
No. Is blood really enough to call someone family? Only connected by blood, not by heart or by soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I said nothing.
Oh, thank God.
Except to
finally.
myself. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence, but not to myself.
And then this
And
voice.
after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top.
But there was this voice echoing a song throughout the chamber.
I know a song that gets on everybody's nerves. Everybody's nerves.
Taylor
Everybody's
missed it.
nerves.
Taylor missed the joke. It
Yes.
was the snake-eating joke.
Snake eater.
Snake eating.
Yes.
The snake.
Looks like this is it. It's like they get up here and the friggin' door is locked.
Oh, that would suck.
On the other side of this door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us.
Oh, how fun.
We're back.
Hello!
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room?
The hatch on the ground, the trash room.
Oh, where the incinerator
It's probably
is.
covered by a tarp. Yeah.
Where the incinerator was. There was a door, wasn't there, that was locked.
I don't remember. We shall see momentarily.
I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should be open
Well,
without
that would
much
suck
trouble.
if somebody came along and locked it again.
Well, here goes nothing.
Yoink.
I reached my right hand up and pushed against the hatch.
Shit, it won't open.
The hatch opened with ease, and so...
Open like a wooden door. Like a wooden trapdoor.
Da-da-da-da.
Ah, yeah, okay. Okay, outside the incinerator.
Looks like we're back. But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you.
Don't thank me yet. We're going to mess with things if anyone sees us.
No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. I don't like you or anything,
Because
Baka.
surely, if he gets seen, isn't Monokuma just going to gun him down?
I don't know. I mean, he still has to follow the rules.
But I mean,
There's no regulation against escaping from punishment.
There isn't.
I guess.
Got him.
I guess.
So, now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out, I'm worried about you too. You helped me, so they might... You're worried? Yeah, of course. Then let's just get a concrete answer. Huh? Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping.
Oh, shit.
Well, wait, that's... If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we're found out. And it's not like we can run away. As she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying that rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now?
I'm not entirely sure this is a super sound plan.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Don't worry, what you think is going to happen isn't. Because the mastermind isn't the one that's ensnared. Or the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. The mastermind is ensnared. You said something like that before. What does it mean? The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. There was? If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations. I'm still a little... No, super uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we? Monokuma should be in the gym. Let's get going.
Okay.
Off we go.
See ya. Go the... Oh,
Oh, eat your boy.
the Chad.
The Chad. The ultimate Chad.
The ultimate Chad. The gym. It's not... no, it's not that way. It's...
Peter, the teleport button.
I'm gonna walk! I want him to see us on all of the cameras.
I want to walk it off.
I want him to see on the cameras.
We're gonna be here forever.
No, we're not.
We're gonna die
No, we're
here.
not. No,
We're
we're
gonna
not.
die here.
It's round here. I know where it is.
Are you sure about that?
I am positive. See? I know.
Okay.
I know the layout of the first floor only. Any other floor I don't know. But the first floor, like the ground floor, I know. Hey!
Wap, 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 wap.
Kyoko, I don't mind so much. But Makoto's supposed to be dead! What's he doing here?
Uh-oh.
That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay?
You were supposed to be punished! Did Kyoko help you?
So what if I did? What will you do?
If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So now I gotta punish you again! And this time I won't leave anything to chance!
Uh-oh.
Kyoko! Do whatever you feel you have to.
What?
What?
Excuse me?
But before you do, let me just say one thing. If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right?
Huh?
Yeah.
Lose? Lady, it seems like you really misunderstand the situation you're in here. I'm the mastermind! You explain yourself! What do you mean by that?
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me. I was supposed to be chosen as the blackened and then executed, right?
Hey! What are you talking about?
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting, because you never imagined that in that position one person would protect another like that. And in response to that unexpected development, you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well. But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter ego. You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid even after you'd killed it. Now here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro. You did. So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right?
And that means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the Blackened is me, and not Makoto? And you can prove this, right?
No, I can't.
Don't just sing it like that! What is this? A comedy routine? to make such bold claims without a shred of evidence?
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some. Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there is only ever one absolute truth.
And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type, right? Like some Sherlock Holmes or something.
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair you love to inspire. But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
It's not you I'm trying to convince. If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Well, I mean... I don't know about extremely...
Shush, Taylor. Shush. Shh. We don't want Makoto to die. Shush.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
And because he's really boring, but that's beside the point.
Despair can never kill hope. Of course, you can say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair, fair and square, without compare, au contraire.
Oh my god.
Then with a flair, then I suggest you take my advice.
So, what is this advice of yours?
To do Mukuro's trial over again. Only this time you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial. It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and
You
despair.
could say, like, a deadly trial, a deadly showdown.
Oh, no.
Showdown.
No. Why?
Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't
A
you
deadly
say?
climax.
No. No.
Oh no,
It
no.
might happen.
Don't you do it.
No.
Don't you.
No.
A fair trial.
No.
One last showdown.
Don't
In other
you
words,
dare. Don't you dare, Makoto.
Drum roll, please.
Don't you dare.
Okay, phew.
Thank God.
oh, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's killer, of the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word.
Interesting. Very interesting indeed.
Barry?
Yes, I finally realized about this pun that I've been missing out on using for the entire game. Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So time for some bear jokes.
Uh-oh.
Now, what you suggested might be possible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Does that mean you accept?
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right?
Yeah, boy.
Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms.
I like Monokuma 500% more.
Will your
There it is! There it is!
will your hope win out, or will my despair claim victory? Let's have one final grisly showdown.
He agreed! We still have a
Thank
shot
you,
at this.
Alexa. Alexa, stop. Really?
What the?
Really?
I don't understand how that sounded anything like the keyword to activate our freaking smart, clever clock
Really?
cylinder.
Smart cylinder my
Freaking
ass.
Jeff Bezos, get out of the house!
But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end. So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here.
All the mysteries?
That's right! Every last mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that, then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you!
Oh, it gets worse! My God!
That's what we've been trying to do all along.
Okay, well, good. Then let's bear it all!
Whoa, pal.
If you can claw your way to the truth of Mukuro's death and solve the mysteries of this school, which I just fucking said, then you win! But if you can't do all of that...
We'll all face execution, right?
No, in fact, I'm gonna destroy the whole world!
Uh-oh.
I can barely contain my excitement!
Yeah, so we didn't clarify with the others, but hey guys, basically if we don't get this right, we're all dead. You okay with that? Yeah, cool. We just made this decision for you.
Well, they're kind of not here, and it's kind of like, hang on a sec, let us go fetch the rest of the team.
It should be a group effort, surely.
I don't know.
When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me?
You missed out on your pun, Monokuma. I'm ashamed of you.
Well, I mean, it's not in the text, but I said it.
We're as excited as you are, I'm sure. When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair?
Is there an echo in here?
I honestly can't believe how this has all turned out. But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
I remember that for sure. So what?
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement?
You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations, and having a trial for Mukuro is no exception to that.
Huh? Mukuro's trial is no exception? Then it's part of the regulations? Which would have to mean that whoever killed Mukuro...
It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but... Okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but... This killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
What? Are you telling the truth?
Maybe.
Why'd he go quiet all of a sudden?
I think I know what it means.
You do?
I'm done talking! I got nothing left to say to you! So get lost, would ya?
Why so mad? He seems emotionally unstable.
Leave me alone! Get out of here!
Okay, I'm going. You're really gonna let me go?
I'm really trying really hard not to kill you.
Change my mind, you know.
I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair.
Come on, Makoto, let's go. Okay.
Okay, crazy bitch, let's go.
Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away.
Yeah, yep.
Monokuma's unstable laughter also seems to have killed Pete.
Yeah.
Yeah, pal. I'm dying over here.
I commend your effort,
Oh my
darling.
god.
The show must go on,
Yeah,
as they say.
we're, like, me and Pete are both recovering from colds, so it's not fun.
Not COVID.
Yeah,
but
definitely
colds.
not. We've been testing, so yeah, it's just a cold.
But anyway, no, guys. So it's interesting that though, if he's not lying though, the mastermind isn't the headmaster.
yeah, see,
It said the only
a
people
student.
taking steps are the students, and if there were 16 students and whatnot, then I guess the whole thing with Mukuro Ikusaba being killed by the master, even if they were killed by the mastermind has to have been a student.
yeah.
The plot thickens.
And just like that, we were out of the gym.
Okay. Boing.
I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt.
Boing.
Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you. Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah, true. But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they? They had no choice but to accept. Huh? It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let down their guard, like I said.
Oh, for God's sake! There has been one.
You just gotta start hitting
There's
react.
been
Yeah.
there's
point.
been one line of dialogue where we needed to not press it. There was.
Somewhere there was more in it as well.
So when was it that the mastermind let their guard down? I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind
Are we
said?
gonna get a flashback?
Oh no.
They said they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that. And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable. You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off. And yet somehow, the mastermind was able to do it. Well, but think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. Reason? They had to show the world something, no matter the cost. Us killing each other. They wanted to show the world. The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody. So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. But why? To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point? What are you, a parrot? The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept. You're talking about hope, right? And for those of us who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair, the mastermind wants the world to see that, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal as the ultimate despair. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope?
I think better than hope is perhaps not the right term, but perhaps more powerful.
Yeah.
Stronger.
Yeah.
Stronger, yeah.
But that's ridiculous. You're right. It is ridiculous. Completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair.
But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
I know how angry it must make you, and yet... that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness.
What?
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter. At least that's how those who are watching this would have seen it.
And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves?
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished. But in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me. So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all their proper rules to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, that made me out to be the killer.
But even that didn't work.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer.
And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion?
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form. It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they'd violated their own regulations.
But all of that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge.
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance. Because you believed in me, another path opened up.
Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
Well, nobody's surprised by that. In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet. But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I know you could tell from the way my voice was wavering.
I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him.
Well, as they always say, fake it till you make it. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I'd showed my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy.
Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time. Or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing.
You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There's no option except to win.
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on.
That'd be a good idea.
True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind.
Work together with everyone. Is that really possible?
Huh?
Anyway, right now we have to go find the others.
Well, I guess with that, she's thinking about the fact that he said about that it has to be students. Like, it's only ever been students who have triggered everything.
Yeah, and it's like if Mukuro's dead, Junko's dead.
Yeah, then
it's got to be one of them that's
it's
left.
got to be
then.
one of the remaining ones.
Yeah.
Sort of triggering everything. Somehow, okay.
They're probably in the dorms somewhere. Excuse me. Shall we go?
To the dorms.
To the dorms.
In one of the dorms.
One of the dorms.
Okay, this time I think the map will be a good... Oopsie. I think the map will be a good idea, because then it points out where everyone is.
Hopefully, yeah.
Dorms. Dormitory.
Nope. I guess no one's home. Maybe it's doing it on purpose.
Come on, where's the exclamation mark? Alright.
I guess we're doing it the hard way.
Yep. To the dorms. dunka dunka dunka.
Taylor
dunka,
can
dunka,
finally
dunka,
give his
dunka,
voice a
dunka.
rest for a bit.
Yeah, for a brief moment. Dunka 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 dunka.
Let's hope that Hiro and Byakuya weren't getting a head start on the, or getting a head start on, like, you know, throwing a celebration for
Oh, yeah.
Makoto's death.
Okay, so I guess
Makoto,
let's have a look.
hi. Oh, shit.
Let's
Where's
have a look at
Byakuya?
Byakuya.
This is Byakuya's room. Is he inside?
Knock, knock. Nope.
I don't think he's here. Come on, we need to keep looking.
Well, Sayaka's not gonna be there.
Junko's
Are they in
there,
Makoto's
Hang
room?
on, Toko.
Remember who's still alive.
This is Toko's room. Is she inside? Knock, knock. Knock, knock. I don't think she's here. Come on, we need to keep looking.
Ugh. Right. Okay. So
I get the feeling we're gonna see that a couple times.
Aoi.
Aoi,
Who else is left? Aoi, Hiro.
Hero.
This is he. Yep.
No.
God's sake. Okay. Yasuhiro's room. Wait, what?
It was before, I think.
Wait, did I miss it? I thought.
It's there.
Oh, it's yep. I'm blind. I should have known because when we came over. No, because like when we came over and like he had the freaking plans in the room and
Yeah,
the
that's
sweet
true.
wrapper. Oh my god! Right. Okay.
Dining hall?
Well, it said in the dorms.
Go check Makoto's room.
That was my plan. Makoto.
Oh.
Kyoko's room.
Is there some reason you would need to search my room? Come on.
So
we
she
need to
can't
keep
get in the
Alright.
room anyway, because Byakuya's
What's
still
the
got a
actual
key.
F?
Well,
Let's try.
it's
Okay,
near
let's
the
try, yeah,
dorm,
let's
so
try the dining hall.
it's in the dorm
I suppose
area?
is the whole thing
yeah,
the dorms?
probably. No. Oh, there we go.
And suddenly we were greeted with.
Oh.
Wah, 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 wah.
Uh-oh. Cats landed on the keyboard. You again. Is he broken? I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit.
I might be doing an impression of
Yes,
Bruce Almighty.
I know.
No, I know you know. I was just telling everyone this is a Bruce Almighty impression.
Jeez. What the heck? I wonder what that was all about. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief.
Oop. That's gonna be Aoi, isn't it?
Oh, everyone.
Oh, for God's sake.
Hey, guys, don't you think the angles in anime can be a little weird?
But boing, boing.
Boing, boing. Is that Makoto?
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it! That's Makoto!
I'm just waiting for the.
So does that mean that everyone else is alive?
No, afraid not.
You survived?
Jeez. You're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that. Oh, I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Yeah.
Everyone was there. All my friends who had struggled together and survived and had just voted for me to be executed not too long ago. I guess we're going to leave that part behind, though. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself.
Well, what happens is when it gets down to voting time, basically everyone just stops and turns to Makoto, and he's the one who actually, like, chooses.
Yeah.
I started to tear up.
Aww.
Wait. What's that smell? Yeah, man. Oh, that seriously stinks.
It's Makoto! He smells like a wet dog! Get away! Shoo! Shoo!
Well,
You're
that
one to
diffused
talk, Mrs. Hygiene.
that diffused the situation very quickly, didn't it?
Yeah.
You could say it was a bit of a turnabout, you could say.
Oh. Wrong game.
And in a flash, my tears
Yep.
dried up.
Boing. Right, I guess let's talk to Aoi.
Oh, for God's sake.
Cheerful Aoi. No! Not the kitchen!
I don't think I need to go to the kitchen right now, Pete. So what have you guys been doing while I was gone?
Well,
we figured since the trial was over, we'd have access to new places again.
And?
No dice. All the rooms that were locked before were, well, still locked.
So there weren't any new areas. Then where can we go to find new clues?
Dummy. Makoto, what was it like hanging out in the spirit world?
I didn't go to the spirit world.
Did you get to talk to her?
Who?
Miss Cleo.
No, I didn't talk to her. I mean, I didn't go to the spirit world. I mean, who the heck is Miss Cleo? Great, nothing of value was gained from that conversation.
Nothing of value is ever gained from Hero.
No. Ugh, you stink. Are you rotten? Rotten physically, mentally, every way you can be rotten.
Sorry, I was rolling around in
I mean,
garbage
if you
for a while.
tell people that you were rolling around in it, which implies that you were enjoying it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, God.
The smell is
No.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
No! Go to fucking horny jail.
I hate this.
No!
I really hate this.
How do you think I feel voicing this
I
thing?
just like
I can't believe you've done this.
You've done this.
it's just so horrible.
Oh, the smell is so smelly.
Like I hate this trope. I hate this kind of trope.
Yep.
No!
Oh no! No!
Can we just
No!
Can we just skip over this part
Can
without? Can we just be like, look, there's no dialogue.
Can we be
Can we
right
just
back?
skip over
Can
it?
we be right back? It's just, super smelly. You smell even worse than me. Way worse than me. I win.
What?
Okay.
She wins.
She seems happy for
Wait,
some
she
reason.
wins because he smells worse than she does.
Yeah.
But
yes.
like she could.
After rolling around in literal
But
garbage.
she could just bathe or shower, and then she could beat everyone, right? Oh, God, I don't even know. I don't care. Let's talk to.
I'm not sure I want to talk to Byakuya at this rate.
It's too late. We're talking to
too
Grumpy
late.
Pants. I still can't believe you survived.
Yeah, me either.
Do you realize why it? Well, so yeah. Do you realize why it is you escaped execution?
It was alter ego. She saved my life.
Not too many people can say they had their lives saved by a computer program. I imagine it was a learning experience for you. Wow, okay,
Well,
so
What?
none of them had anything of value.
Well,
Great.
Monokuma did try to teach me about the birds and the bees.
Well,
Before I
There's
died.
there's no time to indulge in
just, yeah, that wasn't
there's
happening.
no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion.
There was nothing happy about this reunion.
It was.
We need
for
to
a-
explain to everyone what happened with
It was
Monokuma.
happy for a brief second.
Yeah.
And then suddenly came crashing down.
Yeah, and then it's like, you stink.
Explain. Explain what?
All right,
But
nosy Parker.
Is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
That's related to what I have to tell you all.
Don't tell me! Did he turn into a ghost?
For God's sake, hero.
Does he look transparent to you?
That's just a silly superstition. If ghosts were see-through, they couldn't lead normal lives.
Okay, that's enough. Talking to you makes me just want to lay down and go to sleep.
Yes, us
Yeah,
too.
we
Great,
feel
now we
you,
gotta go
Howie.
through all that
It's
again.
alright, I can just hold the B button. Ring.
I need to tell you all about the last class trial where you all voted to execute me, which I'm not really bitter about, except for a little bit.
Last class trial?
We're going to redo Mukuro's trial.
What? Seriously?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right?
No, I didn't do it! Like I keep telling you.
Makoto isn't the killer, and of course it's not me or any of you.
But we don't know that. Then, who is it?
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the mastermind. What? Like what? You're saying the mastermind killed Mukuro?
That's right, it was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to do to stop it. But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
Well, I don't know if Makoto actually saw it. Kyoko did basically say, don't you do it. Don't you dare.
Pretty much.
Don't you dare.
I'm watching you.
You spotted the trap, did you, Makoto?
Yeah!
Yeah.
I did, yeah! With the big brain I have. You make it sound like it was easy. I just, But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Blackened is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time.
And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules?
They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
Very observant of you.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said, now it's the mastermind that's ensnared. That's what you were referring to. Hey!
Quite frankly, that impression could use some work.
Well, I did just think about doing it in the last minute there. Hey, I'm totally in the dark here!
No surprises there.
How is that different from any other
For
time?
anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again. Later. Again.
So, knowing all this, well, what do we do now?
It's about who killed Mukuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind.
But there's more to it than that, correct?
Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school.
Every last mystery? But we've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right?
You've probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies.
Everyone?
Hey! Who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with things the way they are! I'm fine living here forever with the master!
I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth.
In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say.
But figuring out who the mastermind is and how they killed Mukuro and all the school's mysteries...
It's a pretty tall friggin' order.
Don't worry, no one has any expectations for you.
Oh, thank God. I thought I was gonna be screwed.
But this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that.
Killjoy.
Huh?
I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone.
Oh, for God's sake.
You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries. That's what I thought too, at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. Hint?
It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But, okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but... This killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. and the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
Monokuma said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable.
Huh? But why?
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have to have... Then the mastermind would have had to have set foot in this school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mukuro, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that. But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game.
Then the mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. Add in Mukuro and you get 16. So the mastermind would have to have been one of them?
And of those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive are the people standing right here. Need I continue, or do you get it now? You're saying the mastermind is one of us? I mean, I kind of vote it could be Hiro.
Yeah.
To be honest.
I mean, I suppose so.
He's so dumb. It could like, are we to believe that he truly is that
Well,
dumb?
I mean-
and it's not just a clever act.
Yeah.
You can't be
It
serious.
was a ruse.
A ruse.
A ruse.
A ruse.
You can't be serious.
Wait! We can't say for sure that's true yet. Monokuma might have just said all that to confuse us. It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility.
And that is one possibility we can't ignore.
Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair. So they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible.
But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
I don't care how sneaky you are. We would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
Then maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand.
Oh, for God's sake.
In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us.
Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation.
Well, maybe. But still!
Uh-oh.
It's nighttime.
Well, it's already nighttime.
It's officially nighttime.
Have the. If it's still gonna be scrambled.
This is a school announcement. You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode.
Oh.
So in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school. Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial. Okay? Yeah!
Ooh.
How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms.
The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation.
But
Have we got time to continue our investigation? I'm afraid not. We've run out of time. I'm sorry. We'll have to find out next time.
Oh no. Oh well.
Thank you so much for watching.
It's getting close.
I know. I want to
It's getting
continue.
tense.
I want
It's
to
heating up, it's heating up.
It's heating up, people.
It's getting hot, hot, hot!
Thank you so much for tuning in and watching yet another one of our silly videos.
For bearing with us.
Bearing with us.
Oh dear.
Once again, if you...
We hope we've had a positive contribution to your day.
And if you're very interested in our future content, why don't you like, comment, and subscribe and ring the notification bell so you can get more notifications of when we upload videos. I didn't know what I was going to say then. I lost my train of thought. Anyway, until next time, see you later, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Take care, everyone.